Okay, story time again. This one would be probably when I was in my early 20s, let's say 20 to 22, maybe 23. Pennsylvania, back in those days, there were two seasons. There was 2 weeks of rifle season only for bucks, and then after that, there was 2 or 3 days of doe season where you could only shoot a doe. Well, we had guys that come into the camp for buck season for a week or so, then they would leave. So I started hunting doe with some friends from Pennsylvania up here, friends I made. Okay, now the doe season with those guys, a lot of times we did deer drives. If you don't know what a deer drive is, you take a section of woods, you put standers around the edge of it, and then what we call drivers, they walk through the middle of it, trying to push out deer to the standers so the standers can take a shot. Well, doe season was always cold here in Pennsylvania, especially back then. Buck season started the Monday after Thanksgiving, which I wish it still did, but they changed that rule, but that's for another time to talk about. So anyway, by the time you got to doe season, it was middle of December, and Pennsylvania is cold. A lot of times there's snow. Now, you have to wear, this would be hunter's orange, blaze orange, fluorescent orange, whatever you want to call it. All three people call it all three. So, cold, it's doe season. I have a full coveralls on. And also, back in the day, back then, they had these hand warmers. Wait, hang on, let me go find you with the modern ones. Oh, and by the way, I just came in from hunting, so if my hair's not good, I had a hat on all day. So anyway, here's the modern hand warmers. It's like a bag of sand. Open it up, shake it around. It warms up. You put these in your pocket or shove them inside your shirt, whatever you want. And the little chemical sand in there makes heat. These are the new stuff. The old stuff, what we called stick hand warmers, it was similar to like an eyeglass case. Okay, so it has like a hinge on the back that's kind of spring loaded. And what you did, it was thinner than this, but it resembled an eyeglass case. You had a little stick that was, it looked like the graphite from a pencil, maybe charcoal. And actually that's what you did with it. You would light that end of the stick on fire and it would smolder like charcoal. It didn't burn flames, it just kind of smoldered. So once you got it lit, you would open your little container thing, drop it in there. This was fireproof inside, snap it shut. So then it would keep this little container warm and you could reach down in your pocket, warm your hand, stuff like that. So I am wearing my full hunting suit because it's really cold, got snow. I have one of those in my pocket, one of those hand warmers. Now, I was young, didn't have much money. Actually, I'm old and I still don't have much money, but that's another topic too. But anyway, my hinge on my little container thingy got bad. So, me being MacGyverish, I just took a rubber band, put it around there, held it shut. I did that for a couple years. So, here I am. I'm a stander on this one, so I'm just leaned against a tree, waiting for the guys to come through the woods and hopefully drive deer. And all of a sudden, I smell tires burning, which isn't a big thing in Pennsylvania. A bunch of rednecks, we burn all kind of stuff. But I'm like way out in the middle of the woods. I'm like, wonder, why am I smelling tires burning? But anyway, I'm doe hunting. So I kid you not, I'm looking out in the woods and all of a sudden smoke comes up in front of my face. I'm no genius. I'm not the sharpest, tool in the shed, but that instantly made me think, okay, I smell something burning. Now I see smoke. I look down and my pocket's on fire. So that kind of made the doe hunting go to the side. I just kind of, so when you're on fire, that's kind of your main goal, is to not be on fire. So I set my gun down beside a tree. Luckily I had gloves on, and I look down and there are flames, little flames and melting going on. So I reach down in, I knock the thing out of my pocket and into the snow. And I'm like, you know, patting my pant leg, trying to make sure to put the fire out. So then I grab a bunch of snow and I shove it down in my pocket and, you know, make sure the fire's out, because it's, like I said, not good to be on fire. So got the fire out. Well, I'm a hunter, so I picked my gun back up and I, you know, waiting for deer to come through. No, I didn't. I don't think I got any on that drive, but we all clustered together to go to do the next drive or whatever. And all of a sudden everybody's looking at me and one guy goes, "What in the world's wrong with your suit?" And I looked down at my pocket and honestly, it was the size of at least a baseball, maybe a softball hole had burnt in the front of my coveralls. And I said, "Oh, I just caught myself on fire. There's, you know, no big deal. And we're good to go now. I'm good for doe hunting." So there was a joke thrown around amongst those friends for quite a few years that Dale that year literally had blaze orange on in the real sense. All right, catch you later.